All right, I want to give you a limited time offer. Spent over 2 hours on the Lions. They deserve every bit of it. Feel free if you have Lions takeaways from last night's Mona Lisa performance. But what I want to do right now is, for the first time, I've got a couple open phone lines. I want to spend 2 segments on the weekend in college football, Michigan and Michigan State. And I want to know your takeaways. Now, for Michigan, I told you, I picked you to win the game because Nebraska is the most con artist program in America. Complete phonies, complete garbage. They've now lost, I think, 26 straight against ranked conference opponents. I mean, last time I beat anybody, what was Frank Solich the coach? I'm tired of hearing about Nebraska and their weirdo quarterback. The point is, I think the way Michigan's schedule lays out, Rico's right. If they beat USC, which I think they will, I think playing Michigan State's defense is like playing the Cowboys' defense. The numbers shouldn't even count. The point is, Michigan is primed to go into that OSU game 10-1. They could get dusted in that game. They're going to the playoff. Why, Rico?
You don't pay running backs?
Nope. Again,
that's what the money's for.
The brand.
The brand. Okay.
So that's my takeaway is simple. Like, Nebraska's fake as hell. Bryce wasn't asked to throw the ball, and you got 300 yards on the ground. And I like that Bryce used his legs, but the problem is Wilford Brimley could have scored on the QB draw. There was nobody. Billy Ray Valentine from Trading Places could have scored on the play on his wooden board.
Right. And I guess the reason why I say I'm looking forward to this game, because I go back to last year.
Harken
back to last year. It was a good game. USC probably should have won the game, and they couldn't stop a 4th and 32.
Yikes.
It was really 4th and 32, people.
I would also like to revisit one thing Rico and I brought up briefly amidst Lions talk. The biggest takeaway from that game, it ain't going to be some Joel Klatt. He psychoanalyzed Bryce Underwood on his show this week. I mean, this guy's got a real problem. This guy's like got an obsession. It is Barham, that pass rush, what they're doing on the edge. It's a weapon. They may not have Kenneth Grant and Mason Graham in the middle. Well, now they got some dudes on the outside. It's way better than the Coastal Carolina kid they had last year. This kid is scary.
Barham, to me, like I said, I think he's the best best defensive rush edge Michigan has had.
Outside of Bain for Miami, he might be the best edge rusher I've watched this year.
And in a year, think about this. In a year where I don't think there's a clear-cut quarterback going number one.
How dare you?
You could easily see.
Sellers season.
You could easily see these guys being top 5 draft picks.
Listen, Barham is a destroyer. Plays with speed, leverage, power, all of it. So that's my takeaway for them. My takeaway for State is simple. They're lousy. I mean, if you want to talk to me, look, Aiden Childs has taken a huge step forward. That's wonderful. Nick Marsh is a really good football player. That's where my positivity ends. Because the reality is, whatever they did in the portal didn't work. The lack of any high level, we just got done talking about Barham for Michigan, okay? MSU does not have a single NFL football player on that defense. Not one.
Nope.
Not even a 5th-round pick. Not one. So you failed. So schematically, I don't like what they do. The execution of said scheme is even worse. And I leave it feeling like we're capped out at 5 or 6 wins, which, not good enough. And my conclusion is this as well. Spartan fans are operating in copium phase. What I mean is, well, you can't compare us to Indiana. That's a unicorn. Is Syracuse? Is Texas Tech? Oh, but we don't have oil money. Here's the problem. Michigan State fans want to tell me everything they don't have. Well, then what do you have exactly?
That's a great point.
Tell me what I get to expect then.
What you can expect, Mike, is it's going to take time. And you know what? You're the type of person that would have fired D'Antonio and Izzo.
It was a different sport. And by the way, Izzo almost got fired. It was a different sport.
I'm with you.
In the here and now, you spend to win. Or you are a portal master, like a ninja.
You have to have the money, because when you get that visit from the portal stud, you got to be able to sign the deal right there and say, yes, son, we got the money that you want.
And here's the problem.
How it goes.
Here's the other problem for the it takes time people. Do you know Nick Marsh will be there next year? Probably the same way you felt Keon Coleman would too, right? Got bad news for you. And I'm not trying to be an alarmist, but this is the way the game's played now. If I'm LSU, if I'm Miami, if I'm Ole Miss, if I'm USC, I'm calling and trying to back channel with a guy like Nick Marsh and go, hey, we'll get you in the first round. Come down here, catch 70 balls, hugs and kisses.
LSU does a package deal, quarterback, wide receiver.
No, I'm making a point. That's how the game's played.
No,
so for all of these people, so give it time. You don't have time. I can't even guarantee the best players on the team will come back.
No, then you also get do you want to start all over again?
Yes, because I don't care anymore. In this defense, what am I starting over?
Nothing.
I don't see a thing on this defense I like. And if again, you want to sell me, well, Jordan Hall's a nice player. Yeah, for the Montreal Alouettes.
Here's what I like to say, Mike. When it comes to that, I tell people, think of it like a garage sale. If all of a sudden I said, all your defense was available, but if you pick any of these guys, he has to start for you immediately. Who in the Big Ten is going to take any of them?
Purdue, Northwestern.
Purdue may not need them.
Okay, good
Maybe
talk.
Northwestern.
The point I'm making is
Ohio State is going to say, we're good.
I just walked away from Saturday night, and I'm not doing moral victories. Did they compete? Yes.
They didn't get their doors blown off.
Congratulations. But they also found every way to lose the game. Oh, well, they could have done this and gotten the ball back down 7. Yeah, but they didn't get a stop.
Was it like 3rd and 12? You had the three people.
God, Rico,
they play flag football with the quarterback. Miami.
Right, it was 3 straight third downs. Like they make every losing play.
Right, but it was 3rd and 12, and 3 people did flag football, like tackle the man.
If you want me to believe, I said this. It is one of the two of the USC-Nebraska games. If you don't beat either of those teams, then you're not any good.
Now, if you don't beat either of those teams, Mike, then I don't even think they'll cap out at 6-6.
Okay, well, we can talk about it.
Because you know what? You get UCLA. There's your free square.
With this defense, I don't think a free square exists. And people will get mad when I say that, and they'll say, but, UCLA stink. This defense in 2 games against Division I football teams like Power 4 has a grand total in 120 minutes of football of 0 sacks.
And here's the thing. And I put this on my latest pod for everybody who was like, well, USC has the number 1 offense. You can't explain. No. Hold on. If I give you USC having the number 1 offense in the nation, then explain to me Western Michigan, Boston College, Youngstown State.
It's a bad football team.
Right. That's like, oh, well, you can't blame the defense. Okay, I'll give you them. But why couldn't you get a sack against Youngstown State? Look, BC, like Western Michigan? Sorry, guys, but it is there's no pressure. There's nothing. 3rd down is the most safest place to be for the opposing team.
So give me a takeaway. Michigan or Michigan State. We'll do one more segment on it. We'll knock out some calls. Your biggest takeaway from the weekend. I think Michigan's a playoff team. Not because they're playoff good, but they're going to win playoff number of games. And look, this is a sport we play in, guys. Your schedule's light. It is what it is. And I think you're going to beat everybody between now and Ohio State, and then Ohio State will take your head off.
I think Michigan can be a playoff team. The thing that's going to hold them back is their lack of wide receivers. Like we talk about, State didn't do anything in the portal. Defensive-wise, they didn't do anything in the portal to really help out Bryce Underwood.
Yeah.
They don't have that, and just the lack of discipline on defense, getting stupid penalties because you're doing gestures to the other team. That could have come back to haunt you. It didn't, but it's not the first time you've seen the defense just get too emotional and do dumb things. That's probably the only 2 things that'll hold Michigan back: wide receivers and lack of discipline on defense.
I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say it because I don't believe in making my life easy. I just believe in speaking my mind. Buddy, I got news for you. You better pray to God they don't make a call to the player I mentioned earlier. Their answer at wide receiver plays about 45 minutes up the road.
I don't. Now, that would be a major shock. I don't think that would happen.
No, I'm just making a point. Whoa. Hey, call Mr. Oracle. You put $2 million out there for the right guy. I got news for you.
I don't think Mama's going to let that one happen.
Okay, that's fine. And I hope it doesn't happen. I'm making a point to you.
Right.
This is the Wild West of college football.
No, I get that. Like your LSU and all of that stuff.
Okay,
I can
Miami.
See. Right. I can see that. That's
okay.
That's one where, Thanksgiving dinner will be interesting if he did that.
Okay, I'm just making a point. I'm not trying to be provocative. I'm saying There's no loyalty in this game anymore. And I can't ask it of players if they're out here going 5-7 and 6-6. I don't make fun of anybody. I mean, hell, Bryce Underwood made a life choice to take money. Did he take the best money? No. Because you could have gone somewhere, learned for a year, not been put in this position, and you're going to go to a place that gets quarterbacks drafted in the first round.
He's the best offensive player on the field.
No, he might be eventually, but that's not the case, Joel.
He's not going to get his own theme song at LSU.
No, he would just get taken number 1 overall. You're right. My bad.
But he won't get East Side Undertaker.
Okay, we're done. 248-539-9797.